Rocking jewelry has always been a big part of the rap game. Image is everything, and getting ice lets everyone know how hard you can ball. But what a lot of rappers don't know is that some of them are getting played by scam jewelers who are running their pockets for millions. So today, we're taking a look at how rappers are getting robbed by their jewelers. Let's get right into it. Jewelry and rap have been connected ever since the beginning. Even before hip-hop dominated pop culture, battle artists in the late 70s and early 80s would show up rocking their freshest fits. Back then, nobody was iced out in $1 Million diamonds, but it didn't take long for that to change. When dudes like LL Cool J and Run DMC started popping off in the mid-80s, they were all rocking big gold pieces. Then, Eric B and Rakim took it even further when they dropped the album Paid in Full and flexed massive chains on the cover. And just like the old school battle rappers, the new generation turned jewelry into a competitive sport. Big Daddy Kane's DJ Mr. C said in an interview, "I can remember if one person got something, the next person got something else. They love to compete." By the time Notorious B.I.G. and Jay-Z were blowing up in the 90s, the ice game was already getting crazy. Back in the 80s, 10K was a wild amount to drop on a piece, but by the mid-90s, dudes were spending over 200K on one chain. Then, in the early 2000s, Southern hip-hop took it to the next level. Legends like Gucci Mane, Jeezy, and Lil Wayne were iced out like crazy. And in 2004, the term bling bling was actually put in a dictionary. But while rappers are competing to see who can rock the flashiest and most expensive pieces, there's an entire industry of jewelers that are becoming millionaires off of them. One of the first jewelers who got rich off of rappers is a dude named Jacob Arabo, aka Jacob the Jeweler. Biggie gave him the nickname back in the 90s, and since then, he's become one of the most famous dealers in the game. Kanye shouted him out on the track Touch the Sky and said, "I went to Jacob an hour after I got my advance. I just wanted to shine." Big Sean said, "Big was the first one that had it. Now Jacob the Jeweler benefit from my habits," on the track First Chain. And on Get In My Car, 50 Cent raps, "Take her to the Diamond District, introduce her to Jacob. Tell her if she like me, she should keep me icy." Jacob made a name for himself off the backs of rappers and had connections all over the hip-hop industry. It all came back to haunt him though when he was arrested for allegedly helping the Black Mafia family launder hundreds of millions in dirty money. BMF promoted artists like Jeezy and had strong ties to the rap game, but behind the scenes, they were running one of the biggest drug rings in America. And in 2006, the feds booked Jacob for helping them clean their cash through his jewelry business. He ended up pleading guilty to lesser charges and only spent 2.5 years in prison, while a lot of dudes from BMF went down for decades. Laundering dirty money is one thing, but that's nothing compared to actually scamming rappers out of their cash. Back in 2021, Lil Baby posted a pic of his 400K Patek Philippe watch on IG. Spending almost $500,000 on one piece is a huge flex, but it turns out he got played and bought a fake watch. Fans pointed it out when they saw the pic. Baby wasn't happy about the situation. He bought the watch from a dealer named Raffaello & Co., and on IG, he aired him out and wrote, "Now, Raffaello & Co., y'all know better than to sell me, of all people, a fake or anything that could be called a fake. Don't play with me, because when I'm on that, I'm on that." The jeweler ended up giving Baby his money back and gifted him with some new rings, but he's not the only dude who got scammed by him. After the news broke, DJ Vlad said that the same company gave him a sketchy Rolex when he traded his in.
We did a deal where I gave him that watch and he gave me a Rolex Presidential 2. When I went to go get it appraised and looked at, for my insurance and so forth, we come to find out that one of the links on the back of it was rose gold instead of yellow gold. And then we come to find out that the actual, glass on the watch wasn't even Rolex glass.
One of the biggest scams in the jewelry game is using fake diamonds and charging rappers hundreds of thousands for them. Unlike real diamonds that have to be mined, CVD diamonds are made in labs. It could be almost impossible to tell them apart though, and a ton of rappers are rocking them right now without even knowing. Elliot Eliante is one of the biggest jewelers in the rap game right now. He's made pieces for Future, Young Thug, 21 Savage, Chris Brown, and way more. But according to Sauce Walker, he's playing everyone and selling them fake diamonds. Walker aired Eliante out on social media and claims that he's not the only rapper who doesn't rock with him.
We wanna know why Uzi don't f you, Lil Baby don't f you, all these rappers that got jewelry made for you, they didn't buy it because your diamonds is fake. As soon as they go to another jewelry, they put it in a machine, that X-ray machine, they show you these are CVD diamonds, carbon vaccinated diamonds.
But it doesn't seem like his rant had much impact. Eliante's still one of the biggest names in the industry, and Lil Uzi Vert even paid him a wild $24 million to get a massive diamond and plant it on his head. Luckily, it seems like the diamond is real, but Uzi still has some wild issues with it. Back in February 2021, he posted a pic of blood coming out of his head around the diamond and told fans that they could actually kill him if he didn't get it taken out the right way. He had it removed a few months later, but then he put it back in to perform at Rolling Loud. Getting your chain snatched isn't great, but it's way better than what happened next. In the middle of his set, Uzi dove into the crowd and someone ripped a diamond right out of his face. Somehow, he managed to get it back, but now he doesn't even wear it. Johnny Dang is another huge name in the rap jeweler industry. He got started back in 2002 when he linked up with Paul Wall, and not before long, he was working with some of the biggest artists in the game. Dang picked up so much clout that rappers even put him in their music videos. He's been in videos with Gucci, Nelly, Beyonce, Quavo, and more. But according to one of his former employees, Dang is scamming artists with fake diamonds. According to a dude named Plug GEO,
if you got anything from Johnny, check that shit because that boy be putting that CBD shit in y'all shit.
He didn't back up the claim with any evidence, but obviously, Dang isn't the first celebrity jeweler to get called out. Unless you really know what you're doing in the jewelry game, it's easy to get scammed into buying a fake piece. And in 2021, Lil Durk warned other rappers to do their homework before dropping cash. On IG, he wrote, "Stop buying all this jewelry without knowing what you're doing. A lot of the shit fake, some is overpriced. Get one jeweler and stick to him. Getting caught with fake ice is guaranteed to get you clowned on social media, and even talking about it happening in the past can cause issues. Gucci Mane and the Migos have been tight for years, but in 2019, Gucci sparked some drama when he claimed they wore fake chains back in the day. He posted a video on IG of himself in the studio with them, and in the caption, he said, "The first day I met the Migos, Quavo and Takeoff both threw away the fake chains they had on because I gave them both the 2 chains off my neck. Gucci was just showing love, but Takeoff hopped in the comments and said, 'That's cap, you know that, but I'm so blessed, we're gonna leave it at that. Thank you.' Luckily, it never turned into a real beef, but apparently, Gucci wasn't capping about the chains. After Takeoff was tragically killed last year, Gucci honored him on the track, Letter to Takeoff, and said, 'The day we met, chain left my neck. You know I can't forget.' He spoke on Take with disrespect, got dropped, couldn't cash the check. Selling fakes is $1 million industry, and a dude named Raheem the jeweler even admitted to lining his pockets by moving fake watches. He told the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast,
he said a lot of athletes and all the Instagram models.
He even claimed that Soulja Boy was his biggest client one year.
My biggest customer last year was Soulja Boy.
That wasn't the only time Soulja's been accused of rocking fake pieces. In 2021, a dude spotted Soulja buying ice at a mall and claimed he got scammed. Soulja clapped back on IG and said,
"Everything over there real. They sell real ice in the mall. Clout chasing that. Stop playing with me."
It's not clear if Soulja got scammed or not, but obviously, he wasn't happy with getting called out either way. Some rappers don't care about the fake jewelry at all though. When DJ Vlad interviewed Ugly God, he admitted straight up that all the pieces he had on were fake.
So that's fake right there.
Yeah.
That's not real gold.
Hell no.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks like real gold.
It's some good fake
It's some good fake shit. Right? You have the fake shit, the good fake shit.
It's the good fake shit.
He's not the only rapper who bought fakes on purpose. A dude named Fonzworth Bentley used to work with Diddy, and he claims that when they were in the Caribbean, Diddy bought fake watches and said, "They ain't gonna think it's fake on Diddy." A lot of rappers go and get iced out as soon as they get their first big advance from a label. You can scroll through social media and see 1 million TikTok rappers flexing new pieces because they have one hot track. But dudes like Cordae know that's not a smart way to move with your money. Cordae told DJ Academics,
"How much money you really have to buy $100,000 Cuban to like really be able to like actually afford it in a knowledgeable and smart way? They're gonna be like, you need to have like 30 million.
He says that rappers don't have a retirement plan and blowing all your cash on jewelry will just leave you broke. Even though there are a few big artists who realize how sketchy the jewelry game is, rappers will probably never stop flexing their ice. But if rappers keep dropping hundreds of thousands on crazy pieces, hopefully they'll start doing some research to avoid getting scammed by jewelers.